It's time to be thankful. A favorite store is back, and 5-year-old Daisy is being bullied for wanting some Taylor Swift. What?
Welcome to the Hopefulist, a daily talk show hosted by veteran broadcaster Wendy McClure. Join Wendy each day as she shares her life lessons that transformed her from perpetual pessimist to the ultimate hopefulist. The perfect morning show to get you caught up on the day's top stories while sharing insights that will lead to positive transformation and bring out the hopefulist in you. For more inspiration, visit Hopefulist.com. And now, here's your host and hopefulist, Wendy McClure.
Good morning. Here we are. We made it to Hump Day, but today is not really Hump Day because it's not the middle of the week, because we have a big holiday tomorrow. One more day until turkey time. That is right. We are almost there. I can almost taste the turkey and the stuffing and the green bean casserole. That's right. So are you traveling for the big holiday? Do you have to go somewhere close? Are you traveling far? It is a huge travel day. I used to travel down to North Carolina almost every Thanksgiving for a number of years. And each year, I would always leave after work on Wednesday, which often around that time was probably around 9 or 10 o'clock. And I would hit more and more traffic every year. So I'm glad we don't have to do that anymore. It's a long trip, especially the day before a holiday. The last time we went, I believe it took us 9.5 hours to get there, when it typically takes 7.5 to 8 hours. They were interviewing a guy on the news yesterday that said he was traveling last year, I believe it was, and he said that when they were stuck in traffic, they decided to get off and have dinner somewhere. And then when after they were done dinner, they got back onto the roadway, and he says he got right back behind the same exact truck that was there when he left to go have dinner. So obviously that was the right decision. Oh my goodness, it's crazy. Traffic is crazy. So I am thankful that we are not traveling that far for Thanksgiving this year. We are going to take the trek to Pennsylvania, over the river and through the woods. To sister-in-law's house we go. It's about an hour and a half for us. Not a big deal. We take the trip all the time. Pack up the dog. We're going to pack up the green bean casserole and the pies. And we're going to go. So it'll be good. It's always nice to spend time with the family, right? This year we are spending it with Joe's family. And we will be at his sister's house. So she always puts out a good spread. She's a little fancy. One year she had menus. We'll see if she does that this year. I will keep you posted. So whatever you are doing today, I hope that you get there safely and in a timely manner. So good luck, because it's crazy out there. Just crazy. Some good news for you, though. One of your favorite stores is back. That's right. Just a little after a year of being closed, Toys R Us, the first store, is opening today at the Garden State Plaza Mall in Paramus. How about that? A second store will be opening in Houston, Texas at a mall on December the 1st. So Jeffrey will be there today to cut the ribbon and to meet with the kiddies. They're saying it's a much smaller, scaled-down version. They're apparently in a partnership with Target. So if you want to keep it around, go there. Purchase some items from there. I didn't spend a lot of time at Toys R Us, but whenever I did go in there, I found that they had pretty good prices. So I know it's tough to get out there and actually shop in a real store anymore, but if you would like it to continue being around, that is what you're going to have to do. Same thing with the mall. If the malls don't get crowded this time of year, there is no hope left. We all want the mall to remain open for that random Saturday when we find out we're going to a fancy dinner, or we forgot about that wedding, or we remembered the wedding and then put on our dress and realized, oh, it doesn't fit. We need those malls open for these types of situations where we can run out and find something fabulous in an hour or less. Amazon is great, but they're not going to send you a dress within an hour. So keep all of that in mind. Funny little story I came across this morning on the news. I have posted the news story along with the video on the Hopefulist group page. So if you have not seen it, check it out. It is a video of 5-year-old Daisy. She is devastated and distraught after she asked Alexa to play Taylor Swift. Now, Alexa's kind of funky when it comes to music. Some songs she doesn't have. I don't know how that works or doesn't work or whatever, but I spent at least a good 5 minutes yelling at Alexa one day to play Bruce Springsteen's Jersey Girl, and she just wouldn't play it. And then when she finally did start playing something, it was another Bruce Springsteen song, not the requested Jersey Girl. So there's certain songs that I don't know if it's not in their library or what the deal is, but I'm guessing that's what happened. The song she was asking for, or maybe she was just asking for Taylor Swift. Maybe Alexa didn't understand her. I don't know. But her mother, after she realized what she was actually upset about, she said at first she was really concerned. She thought that she was getting bullied by somebody. She said the mom recorded the girl upset and crying after Alexa told her no when she asked to play Taylor Swift. And her mom was saying to her, "Why are you so upset?" She's like, "She yelled at me." And she's like, "Who yelled at you?" She's like, "Alexa, she was so loud." And she's like, "That's because you have the volume all the way up." You have to go watch it. It's so cute. And then she's like, "Should we take Alexa out of the room?" And she's like, the little girl's like, "Yeah." And then she's like, "All right, go get Alexa." So funny. How can you diss Taylor Swift like that? What's up with that? So rude, right? Rude. So to move on to my topic, and I'm a little disappointed, I have to say. I can get 30 comments on what your favorite hot dog condiment is, but when I ask what you're thankful for, it's like crickets. Why is it so hard to put out there what you're thankful for? All I asked is one thing that you are thankful for this year. And I ended up getting 4 comments. One of them doesn't really count because every time I complain to my husband, nobody's commenting on my topic today. He makes sure to go on and comment on my topic. See, supportive husband. It's important. So I had just the 4, which I'm grateful and thankful for the 4, but I'm just wondering, is it something that's too personal that people don't want to share, or is it something that they just don't really care to put a lot of thought into? Like I said, ketchup or mustard, I can get 50 comments sometimes. I asked what your favorite side dish was. Bam. Comments all over the place. What are you thankful for? Nothing. Except for these fine people. Marcy says, "I'm thankful for my new front door. The old one was ugly and it let in a lot of cold air. This year I was able to have a beautiful new one installed, and my house will be snug and warm for the winter." Very good choice, Marcy. I love it. Anne said, "I finally started my journey to a better me." Yes, I met Anne at the Rise Business Conference in Charleston just a mere 3 weeks ago. Can't believe it's only been 3 weeks. It seems like a lifetime ago, but it also seems like it was just yesterday. And Jim says, "I'm thankful that the Hopefulist reminds me to write in a gratitude journal to remind myself of all the things I have to be grateful for. When you can spout off 5, 10, and even more things each day to be thankful for, which I can do on any given day, you really are blessed." That's right. Way to go, Jim. Super proud of you. And thank you for mentioning the Hopefulist as part of your thankfulness. We appreciate it here at the Hopefulist. I saw Tucker laying snug as a bug in her warm rug, which is Daddy's blanket on Daddy's chair. And I told her that she, along with her daddy, are my greatest blessing. Thankful for my girl. Thankful for my girl. So, yeah, I'm just moving and shaking and moving along today. We are getting down to business. I have some turkey to dream about for the next 24 hours. I'm having trouble with my iPad. Hello, iPad, open, please. Thank you. Today's blog post is it's time to just be thankful. Just be thankful. That's all. There's only one day left until the big Thanksgiving feast. One day until we get to wake up at whatever time we want. Hopefully see a parade. I'm hearing the wind still about 40 miles per hour. Probably will ground the balloons. Not really sure. Are you cooking? Will you prepare everything the day of, or have you been at it all week? My mom used to cook the turkey overnight, and this was when I was still participating in the biggest party night of the year. So I would stroll in the door around 3 a.m. to crawl into bed and be smacked in the face with the smell of delicious turkey. Yeah, it made it really hard to get to bed. Now, if you're cooking, I hope you aren't trapped in the kitchen all day because, there is football on. The first of 3 games starts around 12:30. Used to start at 12:30, so there's plenty of football to be had all day. Do you get appetizers at your house? I remember the first time my parents and I went to my brother and sister-in-law's for Thanksgiving. She put out some brie, some of the cheese. I told her that was way too fancy for us. I'm like, we don't eat stuff like that. We like stuffed celery. Fill a celery stalk up with some peanut butter. We are good to go. And put out those black olives. So we usually eat pretty early. So there really isn't a need for snacks. Even this year we're going to my sister-in-law's at 2 p.m. We save up for dinner and hope to get unfull enough to have some of those leftovers before bed. Oh, and of course, there is dessert. Joe is making 2 pies. Did I mention? I know I've been talking about his apple pie because we've had that in the house for the last 3 weekends as he tried to master his recipe. And I finally had a piece, and it was very yummy. I liked it a lot. But he's making a blueberry pie as well because he loves me, and he knows that's my favorite. Isn't he the best? Got real lucky with him. All the amazing foods aside, this holiday is truly about being grateful and thankful for all that we have in our lives. And we need to put a little more focus on that. Only in America would we take a holiday intended to give thanks and turn it into a gluttonous meal. But we all love it, right? I hope you will take some time, though, to really think about the things you are thankful for this year. And if you still feel like, chiming in on my topic, go ahead, go back, write something you're thankful for, because we all need to see that. The thing that I like most about people sharing what they're thankful for is it doesn't have to be something amazing. It doesn't have to be my house, my husband, my dog. It doesn't have to be my kids. It doesn't have to be my grandchildren. It doesn't have to be my job. Marcy talked about her front door. Yes, something simple that is going to make a huge difference in her life. Don't be afraid of being materialistic. Don't be afraid of people judging you. We want it to be anything, because the more you are thankful, the more you will find to be thankful for. Right? So, like I said, spend a little time to just think about what you're thankful for. Just maybe a few minutes. Think about the blessings you have in your life. Don't beat yourself up about anything. This is not the time for that. Just think about the things that make you feel thankful. Are you worried about getting through dinner with certain family members? I've got you. I told you on Monday, look for a recent picture of you looking and feeling happy. Make that photo at the forefront of your phone. Every time someone is discussing you or something you don't like, pull out that picture and look at it. Hold back. Do not fly off the handle. Be the bigger person, for real. If someone is truly disrespecting you, tell them you don't appreciate being talked to in a certain way. Leave it at that. Be calm. Be clear. But don't be the one to disrupt and destroy dinner. Here is something else I want you to keep in mind to keep you focused on the task at hand. Thankfulness. For every